as I fall, I can feel the pain. You can't tell me where to go, so I don't know, I just go with the flow. I go with the flow. I'm falling up, I'm falling down, from the sky and from the ground. Up above just like below, and I don't know where I should go. 'Cause I'm stuck in limbo. I'm out of love, but I guess I deserved it. Trying to hide, to pass you by. I'm getting down, I'm feeling fine. I'm light as air, no one can reach me. Lost in a dream, lost in between. Let's keep on flying, let's keep on breathing. I'm falling up, I'm falling down, from the sky and from the ground. Up above just like below, and I don't know where I should go. 'Cause I'm stuck in limbo. Cause I'm stuck in limbo. Cause I'm stuck in limbo.
What was that sound? Did you hear that? Was it from here? Crazy all the... It's real bad. Let me see, I'm gonna see how much water there is on the road. There's a good old 15 centimeters of water in the middle of the road. 10 to 15 centimeters of water. Yeah. I can see it. Found it. Not where it's supposed to be. But yeah, it broke right there.
That's always nice. See, when you try some different things, then you'll see that does it work or does it not work, and things like that is pretty. It's always different. Every year is always, the weather is always a little different.
Get ready, chat.
Like flexing the knees a lot. This is not how I'm skiing. Not like this. I'm not skiing like that. Then also another thing, I think people think I'm skiing just with the arms. So I'm not skiing like this either, with just the arms. Or not skiing like this. Then I can show you how I'm actually skiing. Oops. The thing came out. Okay. I'm falling, but not falling. Oh no, please don't be stuck. Shit. I have to reload, I think. I don't think I can get out of here. This would be a good clip.
Okay, we're live. Yeah, the stream gear was having some random issues some Mondays. Didn't want to start up. Now we should be good. Loader Psycho Broski. Yeah, let's start by. Then we can harvest the beans first, and then we'll start digging potatoes after that. Because I think these beans are more or less ready. I mean, you could get them grow, but I think it said on the thing that you should harvest them where they seem like there's beans inside here, so. Oh yeah, 5 years. That's gotta be one of the longer ones. Because I don't think I've streamed much longer than that. Pet snake. I haven't seen it in a while. It's usually on the rocks there, where it's really warm. I don't think I've seen it in a while though. It might have gone somewhere else. Yeah, these beans, I guess the plants can leave them here, but they're really not gonna grow anything more than what we harvest now, I think. We'll just grab the beans, and I guess there's some smaller ones, maybe these can grow still. There's somebody else that's been trying to eat this one. Guess we can throw those to the side. Good morning. Where's the solar hat? No, the solar hat would definitely. I could have my. If I would have the solar hat on, like it's only a little bit annoying with the cable, then I could charge. Yeah. I could charge my. Yeah. Use the solar hat to charge at least the one phone. Probably would at least lose power slower if I would have it hooked up. Yeah, solar hat seems to work. It even almost tries to charge something when you're like indoors. It seemed, which is pretty. I thought it was only gonna work like in straight sunshine, but now we could test it at least. Should definitely work right here. Are the beans pretty good? I think these are the beans. I think these you should like cook before you eat them or boil. I think these you can't like eat directly. I think they might be similar to some of like mushrooms where you need to boil them before you can eat them, or at least they taste better after that. I think these were the same. At least it said that on the like bag of seeds. But yeah, I'll just get a little bit of these. Main harvest will be the potatoes over there. Gonna be some serious digging today. So that we have, I guess, and carrots we can take a look. Maybe we could harvest some carrots today. Maybe I'll let them grow a little bit. But then for the most part, like stuff is harvested from the garden even. Then we're kind of ready for the big fields. Like this one has a lot right here. You eat everything and grow everything from the farm. No, I definitely don't. I try to eat everything that the garden produces, but I definitely buy a lot of stuff. I do not grow all the food, for sure. Don't have any animals, so don't really have any meat. I guess we get a little bit of meat from the hunters, but that's only like a few kilos. So definitely buying all the meat, and I mean all the oranges and stuff like that you can't really grow here, so buy that, and definitely buy a lot of stuff still. But yeah, try to grow at least a little bit here. I mean, I got a lot of potatoes this year and carrots, so those will last a long time before all those are eaten up. So don't need to buy those for a while. Do I hunt? No, I don't hunt. There's a few neighbors around that hunt this area or the forests around here. But I don't do any hunting myself, but the hunters have access to our land, or our forests, I should say. And then when they get the moose, then when they get a moose or two, then we get a little bit of meat. This plant has a lot of these beans. Rip the whole plant up well. Shouldn't be too big of a difference, because I think when we harvest the beans here, I think there won't be too much more in the future. Hi there, alien, or good morning, alien. GH, yeah, I'm waiting. You can start digging the potatoes.
No, charging this.
Oh yeah, John's got the solar hat working.
Yeah.
It's actually, you can see now, if you're in the sun now, I would say if you're not doing anything super heavy with the phone, it could probably keep it charged, like, or even add up to 100%.
28 now, I can
can see after like 1 hour.
Yeah. I should try it. At some point I'll have to try to charge this phone with the solar hat. But not today. But if I'm not like moving around too much with the hand, then I could use a solar hat to charge one phone at least. It won't be enough to charge the whole stream, but would be enough to charge maybe the one phone. Solar hat. Yep. But it's not too long ago, so solar hat was kind of science fiction, but it's working. It's actually working. And it wasn't even super expensive, but it's really cool. It looks like it provides really good like protection for the head and neck. You won't get like sunburned.
No, yeah.
It's pretty good actually. Then if we have a power outage, there's still like one chance to keep the phones charged if it's a sunny day. I ought to rip my bag. Hopefully the bag stays together, otherwise I need to change into another bag.
Now when I do something, I always have to like turn the sun.
But that's really even when the sun is low, it's covering all the solar panels except one when you're like that. It's pretty good actually. And it's working even if one panel is like not in the sun. I thought with the solar panels it's like, or you should somehow measure is it a big difference is like if like a little bit is not in the sun. There's probably some difference, but how much? I don't know if we have any way to measure it really well either. But it is definitely providing some charge. We'll have to do some scientific tests maybe.
Do like 30-minute timer here and then.
See how much it charged. If you don't use a cell phone at all, then you can see.
30.
If it doesn't say slow charging, then it's gotta be charging pretty well. Then it shouldn't be.
Check after half an hour.
Yep.
Vad köpte jag det där?
Beans and then all the potatoes.
Tar du bara en hack på liksom först?
Det gick med det där grepen, gick bättre. Det är så hård jord, på sidorna och bryter upp så kommer den bra fram. Ja, jag måste ta, det är bara att ta ett par lådor dit, så är det bara att börja. Om man stickar sådär bredvid den raden, sådär som det sista raden där, så hittar jag bra. Det är allt som är gröna kastar åt sidan, de är för gröna. Där. Först tar man i det blasten och liksom drar upp och den kommer och sen tar man resten med grepen. Så där man tar på sidan utav raden och stickar i en 20 cent börs så där så kommer den så bra upp. Jag börjar just måste ha lådor till den. Ja, det kan bra att ha, ja. Morgonen det blåser så jag ska se om jag får i alla fall nu halva till det här, kanske hela. Maybe get all the. Let's see if the snake is here. Usually it's there, and one day it was curled up on a rock here. Somewhere here. It doesn't seem to be here today. I hear some rustling though. But yeah, then once we harvest stuff today, then I can put the irrigation probably on these gherkins and corn. Can't wait for skiing. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to skiing too. It's not, well, it's probably, it's like at least 3 months until skiing, but it will be good in the winter. Now when I have this setup, it should also be better. I only have like a little, almost like a little waist bag with the battery and encoder and then one cable to the camera on the head. So I think this setup should also work pretty well for skiing actually. I pretty much got this camera just for the skiing, so I'm able to have a relatively like light setup for the skiing. But this should work pretty well, this setup with skiing also. Got a box. And you didn't take, there was one box that had the one board that was broken in the bottom. You didn't take that one, no, that's a complete one. There was one that had a little crack in the bottom. I think in 2 boxes we should be able to fit all these. Have to discard a decent bit when they're the green ones, you don't want to take them. That should be most of the beans, I think. I'll leave the plants here. I mean, they might grow some more, but I think it's pretty much done. Winter is coming, damn these long hot days. Yeah, now it's good weather right now, but a couple of weeks ago we had like 3 weeks with 30 degrees every day, so that was not nice. Had to pretty much not do much physical things at that point. Only chilling at that point. Do I have cabbage? No cabbage. There's like lettuce. That's about as close as cabbage as we have. But yeah, potatoes first, best do that and then check which potatoes are not green, check all sides, then throw everything else back and the good ones in the box. I think that's the best strategy with the potatoes. Sometimes when you rip it does this, nothing comes up. Then flip it upside down and take the good ones for. And even if it's like this much green or more, then just throw it to the side. Don't want any green ones. And then I think the box is best to have in the middle here. And it's the easiest for both guys. If we have two diggers. And then the rest is easiest with the pitchfork. Then I usually drag it out and then do this with the pitchfork. Like on the side of the road. Then you go in like maybe 10 centimeters. And then do this. Then you can kind of see if there's any potatoes that are left. There's probably, I see some here. Just loosen up the ground enough so you can get the last ones out. These ones like okay still. Not too many green ones. No. Then here is to rip these, throw these to the back. Now these are some left from last time I think. Those might look good still there. Forgot these. Yeah. They were right on the edge there.
Deeper in the ground.
That's just chunky dirt. There's still a couple of big ones here. Almost forgot 3 big ones here. These were pretty deep in the ground. These are some good ones. These are pretty big. and get most of the dirt off this. It's easy now when the dirt is pretty dry. Then it works pretty well. If the dirt is super wet, then it's not fine. Homemade taters. Yeah, these should be. Oh, they are good. I already tried a few, like put them in the, just chop them into pieces and put them in the air fryer. That's a real simple way of making them. This was pretty small plant, just
Potato or potato?
just a couple, and the really small ones you can throw. These are probably the smallest you want to take. If there's some really small ones, then just dump them. It's so dry that the ground is maybe a little bit hard even. Hidden potatoes. Yeah, maybe one guy rips up and then I can do with the pitchfork and loosen them up. This is a big thistle. Just to rip it up and throw the plant backwards so it's easy to see if there's anything left. I can shake it. Shake it, shake it. Like this guy, you can see the green ones. This is not good. No green ones accepted.
Yeah.
These are so small that you can also leave. Then we can just dig the rest.
Still a lot of potatoes.
Yep. Now I can do the pitchfork guy. Just start from here. This is here. I can dig a little bit, flip it loose. When you make the dirt like this, now it's easier for you to go through it. See if there is anything. It's when there was this mega rain and then it got dry. Now that's why the dirt is kind of hard right now. Yeah. It'll loosen it up a little bit. Here's at least a lot because I only dragged it out of the ground and took what I could. Most potatoes should actually. That one you can dump. That's down there. Didn't look like a good one. Yeah, if it's green. That much I would throw just behind you. So you know what you've gone through. Yep. We got rain next 3 days. Yeah, it should not rain here, but at this point now it's good if we not get rain because, as you can see, the neighbors' oats here, it's starting to be harvest season. So at this point, rain is bad. Up till now, rain is good, but then when you're trying to harvest, then it's better if you don't get rain. Yep. It's pretty warm here in the sun still, but it's okay if we take it easy. That's already one row done. I think there's maybe 10 left. And if we get that much from one row, then we can put probably like 5 rows in this and then one more box or one more of those, then we should get everything. First rip it out, probably the easiest. Get the ones that are. There's actually less green ones here. These are maybe better in the ground here. I see a few green ones, but in the beginning there was like a lot of green ones. These are almost all good. Oh, that's the the original potato looks pretty not so appetizing.
Probably a good fertilizer. Decomposes.
Mm. Yeah, this is what the potato that you put in the ground, what it looks like now. Kinda gooey. Goo potato. And that was all for the first one. Nah, there's one still. Always some hiding.
Some like potato chips like this.
You could.
Put in the like the egg grater and then put them in the air fryer.
Yeah. Make some actual chips. Chippy chips.
Now it's been charging for like 15 minutes soon.
Okay. Check how much power you got.
Looks like 28. Now it's like 30%.
So how much did it charge?
2% in 15 minutes.
Okay, that's pretty good. We charge like 10 per hour.
Yeah, 10 hours.
And you're moving around now. If you have it still on somewhere, someplace, it's probably better. Couple of
If
green
you're
ones.
like using it like normal people in like it's called,
Just a little bit of use, yeah.
so I think like normal people, they like have it in their pocket and then maybe send a few texts, put it
Mm.
in the pocket, then check like navigation, put it back in the pocket, then it like slowly charges during the day.
Yep.
Like normal people.
Yeah, if we in heavy usage like this, when the screen is always on, it's probably not gonna charge enough.
Like normal.
But it's gonna, even then, it's gonna help a little bit.
Yeah.
Slow down the depletion.
Free energy.
Energy is free, actually, yeah. For once.
Soon there will be a sun like tax.
Sun tax.
But you've been using this much sun energy. Tax you. And this seems to keep off the bugs a bit, and yeah, like sunscreen. And it's pretty.
Is that a tree? This looks like a tree. So already since the spring, a tree has started to, or tried to start to grow in the garden. We don't want trees here though. In the garden. That breeze feels good. So I thought it was, it's still in the sun here, probably over 20 degrees, and I got black t-shirt, so pretty warm still, but taking it easy I should be able to harvest this today. Taters, get all the taters. There's the green ones, those that are visible, they can definitely not put in the bin. Best to check them, yeah. Take dirt off and check the potato. If there's any kind of like rot or green, then just throw them to the back. Those are too green. Just throw them to the side. Then I can dig up. I see there's a few more hiding. A lot more hiding. Look at this. 2 or 3 more. This one, that's maybe right on the edge when it looks like this, like slight turning of color. one more big guy. They're pretty big. Like I thought we were kind of early with harvesting the potatoes, but this is like you don't want to let them get too much bigger. Like this is full. This is full sized.
Yeah.
Full sized potato. There's a bunch there. What country? This is Finland.
Don't you have the flag there?
I have, but people always ask.
People don't seem to be able to see.
Nah, but it's still kind of small. I would have to have the same thing. Have the like full screen flag pop up.
Flag is on the screen. People can see.
I should have the full screen flag
Yeah.
pop up like on a certain
Only
stream.
audio and then like a flag.
Yeah.
What? Then somebody asks, what country is this?
But not everyone knows the flag, that's for sure. That was some nice potatoes. Maybe the dirt is getting better, at least on the lower part here. Like some pretty nice potatoes now. I think I can dig up again. If you rip out the things, I can. Try to not go through too deep with this one. Also, if I do too deep and then bend, then it's gonna break the thing.
But then when you say Finland, they're still like in Australia, like what's that?
Yeah, I mean Finland isn't like the most known country in the world.
Then you can maybe like, if you have internet, then you can Google Finland.
This is nice, but that's too much green. That's too much green. This is okay. That's okay. These are okay. Those are too small and too green. I dug there. There should be some in there, I think. Some still hiding. If you dig, you don't push in the middle, then you're gonna stab a potato. I always dig from the side. I can be the digger. If you're down there, I can be the digger guy. I don't think there's too many underneath there. There's one. I see one there. There's one. Pretty nice one. And there, this place, I don't think that had anything. No, just dirt. Then there's.
It's kind of too hard for this.
It is pretty, like you can see the chunks.
Like more sand.
This is not the perfect soil for potatoes when it's like.
Which is like deep under, then almost break the tines. And
Yeah, have to be a little careful. A few more, then again another row. See, there's one more here at least. That one, kinda, this is really borderline. Maybe I'll take it, but it's any more green than that, then it's not really, not good. Doesn't seem to be any more there. Nope. No more taters. What farm? This farm.
Me first. Where do you live? What's your address? What's your social security number? Then I can say what this farm says. Yeah. First give me your social security number, home address.
Like this, when you pop it up a little bit like this, then it's easy to pick the taters and throw them to you there. They can be loader guy. This, if it's like this, that might still be okay, or if it's like if it's like rotten, then you can throw it to the side. Farm name, we're gonna keep that a secret.
Yeah, like you're not supposed to give out your full name and social security.
This farm name is Organic Farmers Farm.
Yeah.
Organic
Farmers Farm.
Organic Farmer and Company Farm.
Yeah. Organic Farmers Farm. Incorporated.
Yep. There's a couple of good ones. This one is green. There's one. Kind of borderline size-wise, but it's adding up pretty good. Just rip out the next one. Oh, they're pretty good. I mean, for this not being the good soil, they're pretty good. Like they don't have too much of the, I don't know what it's called, but when the skin is kind of gets that weird thing on the skin. It might be because these potatoes are not that old. If I would wait more, then they might form like a thicker skin or something. But I think it's good because when the plants are kind of dying like this, they're not really growing. They're only gonna get more. They're only gonna get more sunburned.
Pretty good. Like some potatoes are like small, but some are like medium, and some are almost big. They're good, like a mix of potatoes.
I think the size-wise, they're pretty much full born.
Yeah, you wanna take them, and they're still like ripe, but not old. That's when they're like good.
Size-wise, I think this is it looks pretty normal size, so I think they're like full grown, pretty much.
Pretty normal.
But yeah, it's good. The dirt is dry. That's good. They're so much cleaner when you harvest now. If it would be wet, then they're all like muddy and stuff. And they can drag the box closer when you're going forward. Just throw those back when you're done. Then I can start digging up here again. If you started from the end, and there's 2 plants left here still. Started from the middle. And this one was that's just green ones. Greenies. There's probably I can dig deeper. I guess if you go down that way, then I can dig from here. Continue my dig.
Yeah.
Lift them like this. Lift now. Now it's easy to pick all. This one, bordered it a little bit. If it's like this, that's okay. If it's not rotten, then it's fine.
No. Farming.
That's fine.
Yeah, starts to be harvest time.
Main harvesting season is.
Harvest season.
Main harvest season is kind of on right now. First in the garden, and then a little bit later in the big fields. I think there's anything here.
Let's check anything.
There's one. I gotta take a little break. We've done almost 3 rows now, so that's pretty good. I think there was like maybe 12 left. You can see how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 left there. And we've done 3 now, so pretty good. Breeze is good. Should be some breeze today. Breeze.
Breeze, yeah.
Drop the cable. Drop the casual cable.
Some kind of lock. smoking.
Probably have not my hat on and it's not that hot. It's the sun isn't really that strong in the morning. Get rid of some of that heat.
31%.
So you're still going up.
Yeah.
That's good. Good stuff.
I got the Lizeri. When I bought something, VIP offer, here's 20% off your next order. Coupon. Let's check how long the coupon is like valid.
At least one more row in this box and I can get another one. I think I had 3 more, or we can take the plastic ones also. So I can get, so they're easy to lift. I think we need a wheelbarrow to take them out of here. They're gonna be pretty heavy to lift.
Longer cable here. It's too short for me.
But yeah, if you can have the hat there and put the phone on the rock also. If
Yeah,
you,
I can put it like that. That's better.
when you're moving around, you don't want to have the cable. It's kind of in the way then. Then you can put it in a place where it's like perfectly 100% against the sun. Then it's gonna provide even better sun or even better charge. Yeah, something like that. It's good. Too small, the rest.
Now it's been like half an hour. So it charged like 3%.
Ah, yeah. But you used it a little bit also. Look there, Kalpa. Yeah. I'm kind of surprised they grew even this well with the really hard soil we got here. It wasn't that hard when I put the potatoes in the spring in there, but I think they're really, when you got the 40 meals in one day, that really is, and then after that 30 degrees hot, that really solidifies this soil.
Yeah.
That's really not what
They're like
you don't want to see.
so much like
You don't want to see that when you have clay soil, like super heavy rain and then super hot after that.
high clay percentage. Like solidified.
Yeah, this last potato, like here where there's some grass, the good thing about the grass, it's covered the potatoes, so there's no like greening here. Like look at these, the plant was small and in the quick root, but look at the potatoes it produces.
Yeah.
Pretty nice taters. Oh, I stabbed this one a little bit. Should be okay, but it could start to rot, so I'm just gonna throw it because that I went too close with the pitchfork. Oh, now I'm gonna touching the screens again. GH, you don't need to update every 10 minutes. There's some troll in chat.
Well, it's like
Usual chat activities.
like almost midnight in US. So there might be
No, I don't know if it's you, it's some guy.
there might be someone off the rails.
Time to start new row, yeah. It's good. I guess if you rip out them and take the most, then I can come afterwards and clean up or dig up the rest. And then we'll put a little bit more in this, but then I'll take a new box.
Yeah.
That one, is that too green? Or is it just dirt? No, this is it just dirt? This one's kind of borderline. I guess we can toss this, it's kind of green here. Toss it to the side. This one for sure is too green. The update, this one was clearly in the sun, so that's too much. Yeah, you took all, there was nothing left in this one. Sometimes when you rip out the plant, it nicely flops out all the potatoes. And sometimes it leaves a lot in the ground. Depends. Maybe I can dig from this direction. It's kind of sketchy. I could poke, but if I take exactly in the between two plants, there should be no potatoes where I'm sticking this in. Lift these big chunks. There's a couple of potatoes there. Then it should be that plant pretty well done. And some nice ones. They're pretty. Do you remember what variety it was? I don't remember. On the bag when I put that, it said, but I don't remember. I don't remember what variety it was. It was some variety of tater.
Some kind of potato, yeah.
Mm. Usually not that deep. There's some on the side. It's a Julie. I found one that it was like that, but it was one potato actually.
Yeah.
Almost a snowman potato. There's the old guy potato. Gotta ask the potatoes, what's your, not brand, but what's your variety? Maybe the potatoes can talk. Oh, it should be easier to dig.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can get most of the dirt off, it's good. They're pretty clean. It's the 1 year it was kind of wet when I had some potatoes to harvest, and it was not nice. Everything is super muddy. Now it's like they're almost, when you drop them out, they're pretty clean already. Green one. Oh yeah, there was a few hiding. Pretty nice shape, I would say. There, that has some hole in it, but unless there's somebody in there, I can take the potato. Maybe we'll toss this if there's something in there. Don't want any critters with our potatoes.
No.
Then they could technically eat the other ones. Having mashed potatoes, that's nice. That's one good way of eating potatoes. Boiled potatoes, air-fried potatoes, mashed potatoes. You could make French fries. You could make so many things out of potatoes. And that's basically mentioning the easy ones. Then you could make all kinds of fancy stuff.
Best mashed potatoes I've had is like garlic infused mashed potatoes.
Yeah, garlic plus. That's really good. Good stuff. Maybe it's still better from this side, than I don't stab any. And then not too deep, so we break the tool. I think that was all. This one has a lot of green ones, I think. Yeah, after this row, definitely need to get another box. It's starting to be too much in one, otherwise can't lift it anymore. Nej, man kan ta det där. Man kan ta det där, ja. Keep chattering. We got so many potatoes, we're gonna take the tractor trailer. Yes. New box. At least one more box is needed. Oh, oven veggies with rosemary. That sounds good too. Small ones in half, roast them with all. Yeah, that's what I pretty much done. When you put them in the air fryer, it's really easy, and it's also really fast when you put them in the air fryer. Just takes like maybe 20 minutes for a batch to be ready. It's faster than boiling them. But yeah, that box is pretty full. That probably has like 20 kilos of potatoes. And we get at least one more like that, maybe a little bit more than that even. And we already harvested like probably 1.5 of those earlier. That one, then there was one more, but that one was broken. There was one board broken at the bottom, I think, in the one. I need to fix that before we can use it. But that one seems okay. Once we get this one and this one, then there shouldn't be much left. Then we can take the plastic ones, or maybe I'll save those for the carrots. Little break, and then I'll start a new dig again.
Yeah.
New row.
Row your boat.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 rows left. How many did we put in that one? 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. So it should be, maybe you can fit this in this one and the other one. Split it 50-50. As long as the bottom doesn't fall out of these, it should be fine. Oh, now the flies are arriving. It's weird this year. There's no horse flies, no mosquitoes. There's just these normal flies. Looks like Yukon Gold. Yeah, I don't know what the variety was. It said on the bag when I put them in the ground, but I don't remember. How do you make them last? Do they freeze? No, so we take them out like this in these boxes or whatever you call these. Then we'll put them in like a root cellar. Then they're good at least like half a year. Maybe like until next spring they're good. Or maybe to next summer even. Because in the root cellar it's like 10 degrees, maybe a little under 10 degrees. Then they, once you get them dry like that, they stay good. If I would leave them in the ground like this, then they would probably... I mean, some could survive because that's... Yeah, I don't know if I think some survive because last year I had potatoes there and I found like a couple of small potato plants there. So I guess some of the small potatoes that we throw to the side when you plow them in the ground, they might... I don't think they survive if they freeze. Maybe they survive if they freeze. If it's like a winter where the ground doesn't freeze a lot, then some of them probably will survive the winter even.
Yeah.
Because I had a few plants like involuntary come up there on their own beside the corn. Refrigerated. Yeah, it's nature's refrigerator. Before there was any type of refrigeration, they could store them like this. Just take them out of the ground and put them in a root cellar. Then there's no electricity needed, no power. They just stay good like this. So it's a pretty energy efficient way of storing them. Takes no power, literally no power.
You know, it's like the ground is cooler than the air, so like the ground, the coolness keeps them.
Yep.
Like
pretty much. You pretty much dig like I can show you where we put the first potatoes, or if you look at the last stream or the stream before that. It's basically like a basement, almost like a basement in a house, and then you put them there and it's good. Yeah, if you grab all the things, then you usually can get it like this. That's the easiest way. And that's good. Almost too green. That's good. The rest are almost green, I think, there. And there's more underneath even. There's more. That one looks not so good. These are kind of small, but these are kind of borderline. You can take these, but kind of borderline on size.
fuck, it's out here.
What?
This guy's up.
Yeah, it might be. I think when I plowed here, right here, it plowed like deeper, so there might be even more clay here. Really have to use the... It's not that bad if I dig like this all the time. You might have gotten all from here also. The surface isn't hard here, but underneath, yeah, it's a little bit on the hard side. This one I think you cleaned pretty well. The next one might have some. I think that's pretty good. Yep. This one has stuff here. Now it should be easier. I got the whole thing there.
Holy nice.
There's a couple of big ones. Big guys. Maybe still that guy. Then the rest is. And that's hard, I can't. I put the pitchfork in, it doesn't even budge.
Fuck, it's hard. That's what she said.
There's one. I don't think there was any more there. No. There's one. Yeah, that one, you can grab them all, you can get really nicely pulled out like that and probably harvest 70% of the potatoes just like that. And then you just need to dig for the rest. Sometimes they're more hidden, sometimes you get all like that. This one is not good, that's too much green. This one. Toss that. Same with this guy, probably too green. Yeah. Not gonna be too picky with that. It's a little bit green, it's better just toss it better than getting a sick stomach or something. That's a big one.
Don't they like get ripe with time also?
No, I don't think they change too much. That's too green, I think. Way too green. Yep. I think the potatoes, once you cut the thing that grows on top off, then they don't change much, I think. I don't think. I'm not really a potato farmer, so I'm not a potato expert, but
You think that they would ripen a bit more when they time, but
they might, but I don't think they do a lot. I don't think they do too much changing. Those that are in the grass there, they're almost better. There's almost no green there because the grass has like shaded the thing.
yeah.
So it's like, it's not good that weed grows there, but for the potatoes it's almost been like better. If you rip out the last one, then I can dig the last bit. Let's see. Use the digger a bit. There was a loose pocket underneath. And there's some nice ones here still hiding.
Aren't there like any viewers from like Britain?
There is sometimes.
Just like a lot of farming. Now it's like 7, 8 a.m. Somebody's sitting on their tea. Doesn't seem to be any.
Still a couple of good ones here. Still warm. It would be better if it would be cloudy, I guess. But we can do this slowly. There's just, 5 rows left now. So should be okay. At least it's better in the morning than in the evening. It's going to be even warmer. And the rest of the days, this week I think are gonna be warmer than this. So better do it now or then it's gonna be even hotter.
Lesser of the two evils.
Yep. If you have a lot more, of course, you could take these out of the ground. There's like a machine you can put behind a tractor. It kind of throws all the potatoes up, but we don't have a machine like that. And also, usually I have less potatoes. This year I have more potatoes than in a long time, so we can still hand dig this. But for sure, if you have more, then it's better to use some sort of machinery.
Yeah.
This one, look at this chunk. There's a lot of taters there, but there's some green ones here. This one, I guess it's okay. It's kind of borderline. This one is too much green. But yeah, the whole lump of dirt is like sticking together. That was too green. This one was too green. This one, yeah, well, let's throw that one there. This one, yep. Way too green. The diggers. Oops. Explosion. Dirt explosion. Yeah, immediately when the dirt is a little better, then the potatoes look better too. It's when it's really that hard clay, it's not really, definitely not the best for the potatoes. Up. It gets better always down here. Maybe 4 square meters left. 4 or 5 square meters.
Yeah.
There's a lot here. Where's the wind when you need it? It should be pretty windy this morning. I guess there's a little bit here and there. Yes, some, but it's not too bad. It was worse like yesterday and the day before that. It's not too bad actually with the bugs, like some here and there, but it's just the normal flies again, which is weird. But good, better than horse flies and mosquitoes and the real nasty guys. I think I'm gonna go in the gazebo for a little bit, cool down in the shade. Little break. Here's more wind here. It's the hill here is blocking the wind from where we are. Here it's more wind. Yeah, more of a breeze here. Yeah, peas are turning brown here. Some green in there still, but probably be harvesting soon. It's hard to tell with the oats. I would say probably at least a week, but maybe a week to 2 weeks. Then we can start harvesting maybe the oats. It's pretty all the oats are yellow now, but they're not like hard yet or not dry enough yet. But yeah, today's exercise is this, taking the potatoes out of the ground. It's good exercise for today. What?
Man har musas häs miten päin että hörs. Det som sen vindyr.
Wind is better here. It's the hill is blocking the wind from the where we are there taking the potatoes. The wind is the wind is better right here.
Joo, här skugga.
It's okay. Cool down here a little bit, 5-10 minutes, and then go back and do the last batch.
Joo, miten se on mikään loppuksi. Det är någon maskin där.
Nej, det är maskinsrymmas. Sådär som huttar potatisen, sen skulle hutta potatisen i diket eller något.
Ja. Handmade. Men med plöjan kan man ju dra upp det.
Det är för mycket att vända det hela landet för hand, det är för mycket. Men allt annat kan man göra för hand. Plöj är bäst att göra med det där. Traktor, det går, man ryms just ännu.
Ja.
Man ser bra nu, det som är ärten, det som är mest grönt där, de bästa ställen. Det är längst grönt där som det är det bästa jorden.
Ja.
Man ser där nära bäcken och där i gropen, där är en ställe som det är grönt. Nu är det lite grönt i backen, nu växte under bra backen. Det ska inte se ut som det ska bli helt så här brunt, det där allt.
Ja.
Så bör det vara.
Där bör det vara så att det är liksom...
Vad det är krispig och så. Ja.
Det är liksom... Visa hård, det kasvus med allt.
Ja.
Sprickar och sådär, liksom något jag inte äter, det börjar spricka.
Ja. Krispig.
Så det där, hela nätet fast de är så här ljusgröna så de är färdiga.
Ja. crispy stuff.
Det är just det, inte färdigt alls.
Nej, det är grönt. Jag såg massa indie upp lite på gården så.
Det är just
Det var lite grönt.
Just det där.
No nästan, ja. De baljorna var, de var ändå så sega, de baljorna. De var inte så här crispy.
Helst var 5 dagar minst liksom sådär.
Ja. Peace, y'all. I think I'm cooled down now, ready to go digging again. Get outside and dig potatoes. I see lingonberry. There's a lingonberry. Few lingonberries. Lingonberries. There's maybe a little like upper cloud coming in now. It's not clear sky. It's like some upper clouds, it seems. Not from clear sky. I need to mow the lawn also soon. It's damn long again. Lawn just keeps growing this year. So still kind of wet, but the ground is getting definitely dry. So I think even the lawn will stop growing now soon. Good morning, Smiles. Yeah, we're digging potatoes today. We just have just a little bit left here now. The first one always has a lot of green ones here. It's so shallow, the dirt. This I will toss. This is not good. This almost not many good in the first one here. It's so on the edge here that the sun has baked it's already baked the potatoes. That was the first one.
Yeah.
This looks better now. When you can't see any potatoes, it's always a good sign. Then you can probably a higher chance that they're good. Yeah. This one also.
Lite och under backan liksom.
Ja, man ser någon potatis, de ska man nog döma nästan att de går inte. Ska inte synas. Jag gjorde en sån där multaus här, det skulle hjälpa, då skulle det vara mindre såna grön. Jag kom inte ihåg kautta var för lazy, eller så var det för höjt väder, så orkar jag inte göra det.
Men nu är det helt bra.
Yeah. We still get pretty good amount of potatoes, and the ones that are, they're pretty good. Sometimes you get the worms or something, but it's really pretty good looking taters. That's a good one. It's some of them are completely under the ground, and some of them are like this, where the potatoes are up in the air. Look at this one here. Somebody has been eating this one already. It's like up in the air. Somebody has been chewing here already. There was one. Almost stabbed one potato. I could try it better from the side, and the dirt flies like not in the face. Yeah, big chunks in some places like this. Chunky stuff. Yeah, thank God it's not that hot here. It's like, it's still warm enough now with the sun in the morning, but maybe 20 degrees here, which is kind of perfect.
Yeah, just a bit of bugs. Which bugged me off.
But it's not too, I don't see, there's like a few normal flies, but I thought it might be worse. It's not that bad actually with the bugs. It could be a lot worse. They could be like horse flies. Or mosquitoes even. I would say they're even more annoying. And once you get some wind, then it also, that helps.
Yeah.
Here's a couple of good ones. This one is pretty good, that one. That's too small. Ground a little bit hard. Yeah, there's clay. It's pretty clay heavy dirt here, which is not the best, and especially when we had the one really heavy rain, and then after that the really hot weather, then it makes the soil like this pretty, in some parts like really hard like this. But it's still fine. The potatoes have grown, I guess, surprisingly good considering not the perfect soil for potatoes.
It's pretty hard. That's what she said.
There's one potato on the ground. You threw that one. That one flew from somewhere because that one on the top, but it's still good. There was one potato on the ground there, but it's good. Probably when you ripped out the other plant, it came out. Seems like a good one. Då slutar den, ja, för det får inte något tillstånd. Nej. Yeah, when you rip it off like that, then it stops growing.
Fast fipel eller något mycket så det blir liksom den där jordgubbar så när det är grönt så när man tar det eller banan så är den grön så blir den gul.
Ja, nej. There's no ripening process for the potatoes like.
Det här är liksom banans inre liksom keippar det man tar bort för att det skalar när man tar loss det liksom. Det så skalar så det är liksom en banan så den blir färdig liksom.
Potatoes don't change color after you harvest them like bananas or something like that.
Men om man ska ta dem så här och lägga dem så skulle det visa att det nu.
Då skulle de kunna växa lite ännu, ja. Men när det blasten ser ut så där så bör det nog vara lite.
Ja.
But yeah, you could let them grow, but when the plant is looking like this, it's like the plant is kind of withering away here. Then that's why we harvest now. Otherwise you could let them grow like longer, but I think there's too little. I think I looked up on at least the Grok said that this is like lack of potassium when it looks like this. You get the leaves curling up and like the brownish edges. So that's why it kind of stopped growing a little, maybe on the early side. But they're still, I mean, decent sized. And I haven't found a single rotten one so far, so it seems like they don't have any disease or anything like that at least.
No.
This one probably, yeah, it's right on the edge. There's one. I see many potatoes here. Always the one at the end here seems good. The grass has covered it from the sun. Should put the potatoes next time with like seed the potatoes and then also seed like some grass so you get this grass. Like there's never a green potato here. The very last one. Yeah, three rows left. Should be good. We've done quite a bit. We started somewhere here, so it's gone pretty fast actually. It helps when we're two guys. One can take the potatoes and the other one digs. Yeah, here you can see like this is not good when the potatoes are up in the air like this. The very beginning here, I know the plow went a little too deep when I plowed here, I think.
Oh yeah.
That's why it's like it dug up some super heavy clay from down under.
Yeah.
But this one had some good ones. They're just underneath here. Also, you can see when it's really clay, then sometimes the skin becomes this like thicker when it's like not good soil. Yeah, definitely. This is some hard soil here. Probably the hardest soil I've ever put in potatoes in. And it was in the spring when I put them in. This was nice and loose, but it's after the big rain, I think, made the soil hard. There's one there. But yeah, after this, then the potatoes are harvested, peas are harvested, beans are harvested, strawberries are harvested. Then yeah, the stuff that grows basically as long as it's warm is the parsley, lettuce, gherkins, corn. All those, they can pretty much grow as long as it's not minus degrees. Then when it goes to minus degrees the first time, then those kind of die. So they have at least a month more to grow, I think. The carrots I should see. The carrots, I probably don't want to harvest them today, but soon. That's a really good one. No green ones, I think, and like 10 good sized. Looks like a good one. That one you can probably take. There's a good one, and there's many more good ones in there. Look at this guy. This is one of the better plants here, I think. You took like 6 or 7 big ones, and there's at least 4 more. At least 4 more decent sized in here. 5. Now that was the original potato. Yep, that was a good one. Good one. But yeah, I think these neighbors' oats here, I wouldn't be shocked if they harvest this week. It looks pretty ready. It's probably a different variety. Our oats they're also pretty yellow, but we're not gonna harvest them yet, but that looks pretty good there, neighbors' oats.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Not that we have more thistles there. They only have like a little bit of thistles there. Or some, but probably a little bit less. Yield might be, it looks pretty good actually. That can yield pretty good. It's a different varieties, I don't really know. Haven't checked how big the heads are. Look like they're okay size. On the very edge here by the ditch, they might even got some extra water from when I irrigated here. It might have helped the edge a little bit there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is start of harvest season. In the garden I've been harvesting already like over a month, but on the big fields, peas here, they also, you can see they're turning. There's some green there, but turning yellow there too. That's some good ones. Yeah, I think this variety might be better with the... Last time I had potatoes here or there, the skin was much like more it's called like rupi in Finnish, when the skin gets all like weird. But these have pretty clear, good skin, I think. Might be the variety, might be the year, might be many things that affect how they look, but these look good. I mean, nothing wrong with these. They could even probably qualify as potatoes you could sell. Then they have to be the right shape and size also. When you eat them yourself, then it doesn't like matter the shape really. But yeah, there haven't been too many like odd shaped ones either. I gotta show the one that I found that was like a snowman like that, but the two potatoes were actually like one. That was the only one that looked weird so far. Otherwise they look pretty standard. Not too many funny shaped ones. Yeah, we can probably fit this in these two. If this is more, then we can put a little bit in the other one.
Yeah.
There's just 2 rows left. Throw it to the side. If it's green, it's green. If it's been in the sun, it's most likely not good. There's one more still there, I think, yeah, at the end. That one usually does not have green ones because the kvickroot, the weed has provided shade. I guess one way to avoid the green ones, if you would grow the potatoes in like a place where it's always shade. But then I don't know if it would grow that well. Then there wouldn't be any green ones. That's a good one. That one. Maybe that one's okay. I can dig up the last one, so you can start the next row.
Yeah.
I'll dig this one. Second to last one. Those look bad, they look green from the other side. I think that was the worst I saw. Yeah. That plant was the worst one I saw. There's still one that qualifies. Nah, maybe not. Leave some. It will be interesting now, like the wild boars, if they would come here, they would for sure eat these that we leave. Should leave a extra camera here to see if we got the wild boars around. Yeah. At least the potatoes survived the boars so far. They didn't eat them before we harvested. That was definitely a real concern. One year that happened, that the wild boars ate all the potatoes. Not this year. I think there's less boars now than a few years ago. Yeah. I have only seen a few tracks in the forest. Not like too much.
More wolves.
Yeah, I've seen more wolves than wild boars. Leather Jim. Yeah, now 2 rows left.
Yeah.
Then we got the taters.
And it's only like not even 10 a.m.
No, but it was good to do this. It would be in the evening, it would be too hot.
Yeah.
Maybe when this would be in the shade, but then it would be still too hot. It's better in the morning. Yeah, nothing there. This one broke off. This one probably has some. Break it loose. Break it loose now. And the first one always has nothing, then the next one has. And toss them to you here. Pretty good ones. I guess there's still like good moisture. The potatoes grow like they weren't too dry. You can see there's still good moisture here underneath. It's not wet, but it's not super dry. But yeah, the rest of the garden I will irrigate later today. Because I think especially the corn and the gherkins, they definitely can use a little water. It hasn't really rained properly for a while now. Ah, that's some nice ones again. In the middle there, it always seems like the best ones are. Now we got some music. This is okay music. This is copyright free. This very song is copyright free. So, Jim, thank you for the gift sub to Smiles for Fun. Thank you very much there, Jim.
Jim MVP.
Yep. There's a lot here. There's some nice ones here. Quite a lot on this plant. Probably like 10 good sized here. No more. No more underneath. Haven't even broken the tool either. It's pretty, gotta be careful when you put this in and bend backwards. If this would be wood shaft here, it would be gone already. Even this handle is like, this is like old plastic. This one is kind of, you can't put too much force, otherwise it might be.
If I would like put it in and then like
full power, full power pull back,
it, then it would bend those backwards.
Not that, but when you bend, when you pull back, then it puts a lot of torque here and here. Here the top dirt was a lot. Here it's like looser. It was all like this when I planted, like pretty loose and pretty good. And immediately there's more potatoes here also, and the soil is better. There's a lot there. Look at that. Probably 10 right there. What's this? Is this corn plant from last year? It's gotta be. It's the branch. It's a branch from the tree, probably. Yeah, pretty clean potatoes. Good. It's good weather to take the potatoes out.
Yeah.
It would be much worse when it's muddy. Now, pretty much when you take them out, they're almost like clean. Sometimes you can take a little dirt off, but for the most part, not a lot. And I think they've dried enough here so we can almost put them immediately in the root cellar. There's nice wind and breeze, dries off the surface.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. These are gonna last a while. Don't need to buy potatoes for a while. Don't eat potatoes every day, so they're gonna last a long time. Is it, that was too greeny, I thought that. I can dig the last two. Then we have a last row. Nah, two plants to dig up a little bit. Oh, there was a lot more here still. 1, 2, 3, 4 at least. Some good sized ones. Yeah, I should take a look at the gherkins or mini cucumbers. There might be one or two to harvest again. Yeah, no more there. Now we just have last row. We need the box closer. Then we need to take the wheelbarrow because these are kind of heavy to carry. It's probably easier to take a wheelbarrow to haul these out. There's some left here still. This one has, see that somebody ate that. Let's not take that one. A couple of good ones. You can see where the potato grew. It like the dirt that's against the potato is almost like, it's like looks like a fossil or something. It's like really hard. Potato really had to struggle to be able to grow there. Some hard clay. Couple of good ones. Some goodies. There's one goodie. What's the purpose of leaving the small ones? The really small ones, they're so small that it's like you could collect the really small ones, but I usually take the like, they gotta be like a little bit, so there's something to eat on them. And then some of the bigger we leave, they're like, if they've been in the sun, they're like green, and then they kind of turn toxic. Then you need to leave them. Don't want to eat a green potato.
Yeah, leave a bit of food for the like pigs and wolves.
I see one here at least. 2, 3. Couple of good ones. But yeah, if they're this size or bigger, then you can take them. I guess this is probably like the smallest we take. Like this one, there's not really much to eat. Of course you can eat this, but this is kind of tiny. Mini potato. I thought it was for soil enrichment. Well, all the plant, like the actual plant that we leave, this will like be plowed in the ground, so this will like help the ground, of course. And everything that's left over, it will eventually rot down and turn into soil. So like all these will be left here and just plowed in the ground. So that will make the soil better, I guess. When do you plant? How long until harvest? I think I planted these mid-May, I think. So what's that like? 3 months ago, 3.5 months ago probably. I did plant this, so it's not the growing season. That's about like 100 days. A lot of the stuff we grow, it's like the growing period is like about 100 days. Look at this man. This is one of the more big ones. That's a pretty massive one. And you can already, like I harvested some of the potatoes like really early when they were smaller, like as soon as possible, but that was already like probably a few weeks ago, but now we can harvest the rest. What else do we grow? Well, in the garden here, we can see now we had potatoes. Then here I had peas. Those are already harvested. Then we have parsley, beans. That's like not onions, but not garlic either, but whatever it's called. Then we got dill, lettuce, carrots, corn, gherkins, one tomato plant, and strawberries. That's what we have here in the garden. And then in the fields, like the bigger farming fields, we have peas, wheat, oats this year. So a decent bit of stuff. And then of course some berry bushes here, and yeah, we picked some stuff from the forest also, some like bilberries. There's quite a bit of variety, I guess. Different kinds of things. There's maybe one there. That looks like it's okay. There's no sun damage. So yeah, it's pretty. All this stuff we grow in the garden here. Like I like to grow the easy stuff. All this is pretty easy to grow. Like it doesn't take much skill. Just put the seed in the ground, irrigate some if it's dry, take some weeds out, and that's pretty much it. There's definitely some other types of crops that like take more effort.
And when you've done it for like 35 years, you kind of get the gist of it.
Yeah, every year you learn something new.
Yeah.
What works and what doesn't, and every year is different for sure. Weather is always different. I haven't seen 2 similar years yet. Oh boy, do we have 2 plants left? Think so. One here and one there. Couple more to dig out. Those are green. Those are good. It's good. It's the green. Some weeds. Good one, good one, good one. It's a good one. I sliced it up with something, I think with the pitchfork maybe. Throw that to the side. And then the last one, we have one more potato plant.
Now it's like 10 a.m.
Yep. This is the last potato plant. Harvest this, then potatoes are harvested.
You're gonna take a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, we need that one to haul them out of here. That one's probably green. And there's a couple that need some digging there. Chanterelles. You got any chanterelles? Yeah. Chanterelle is probably the only mushroom I would dare to pick. There's a lot of mushrooms you can pick, but I'm so bad with the mushrooms. And you really want to know what you pick when you pick mushrooms. Could definitely pick some chanterelles, but I usually just pick some like bilberries and like lingonberries. Yeah, we have at least one more potato waiting in the ground here. I think that one might be the last one. This one, now I think this is just dirt. Yep, that's it. Got all the taters. Now we got two boxes here, and I already picked one earlier, so the yield was probably 3 boxes like this from the potatoes. and I had to throw a bunch to the side because they were like in the sun. But yeah, what would I say? How many kilos? We can try to lift this one. This one is probably 20 kilos, and this one looks like this one has more. This one is probably, yeah, that's like 30 kilos. So that would be like 50, probably like 50 kilos plus maybe 20 or 30 that we harvested earlier. So this yielded like probably like 70 kilos of potatoes. Yeah, 70-80 for total. That's pretty good. Pretty good for just a casual little potato patch with not, as I've said many times, not the best soil for potatoes.
No.
Can we get them both in one go, or there's about 50 kilos of weight?
Yeah, one per time because this fiber is a bit softer.
But then we can put them in the shade now, then they can dry, and then in the evening I'll put them in the basement. Because this one, it's still some moisture here, so just get them out of the sun. You don't want to leave the potatoes in the sun. Maybe we can put the other one on top. It should be okay, like 50 kilos. I've had 50 kilos of sand in there.
Yeah.
That's good, leave it like, then put the other one the other way, then it might work. Good yield. Yeah, it's pretty good, yeah. For pretty good yield for not so good soil. I don't know what they get when they have like potatoes on the big fields, like more professional potato farmers. I think you get a lot from 1 hectare. But yeah, don't dump them on the ground. Wait, it's uneven there. Go easy.
Yeah.
Then just go there. Here should be easier now when the ground is even. Tons. Yeah, I think they probably get, how much potatoes do they get? Like 20-30 tons per hectare.
I think so, yeah.
So how much would that be per square meter? That would be like 3 kilos per square meter. That sounds like it could be right.
Yeah.
Then it would be like, if it's like 30 tons, then it would be 3 per 30 to 50 ton per hectare. You can go here in the shade. Here's good. Hey, John, here in the shade. Then they can be here, and then in the evening I put them in the basement. This is in the shade here. And the shade is gonna come out like this. Just go close to the wall, and now they're pretty much in the shade. So then they can dry still here for a few hours. And then I'll put them in the basement. I can take a quick look in the basement here. Yeah, 30 to 50 ton, that would be 3 to 5 kilos per square meter. Then I think we might have had 3 kilos per square meter there, so pretty good even. But yeah, let's check the storage area. I already have one. There should be a little potatoes in here already. We'll see if the connection works here. When you go in the bunker, it's not the best for connection, but it usually works here. I don't want to keep the doors open either too long, because then you get warm air inside. Yeah, here's one batch of potatoes plus onions. If I stand here, it might work. We're just gonna take a quick look. Yeah, so we put. There's a bird. There was a bird nest. There's a bird down there. Was the bird up there? There's a bird. And cool down here a little bit. Is it like it last time I looked it was like 10 or 12.
Yeah.
But it's now when it's not that hot outside, it's cooling down. That one's history, that box. Has someone tried to sit on that one?
Maybe.
Yeah. But this is the root cellar. Back in the day they had like a lot of stuff in here. But now I just have some hobby stuff here, like a little bit of onions, a little bit of potatoes, and some carrots. So just a little bit. But yeah, when you have them like here, they stay good for at least half a year. Probably, yeah, 6-7 months from now at least. It stays good. Let's get back outside. Yeah, wanna keep the doors closed, not let the warm air in. Wanna keep it as cool as possible inside there.
Yeah.
Double doors. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the garden and check some things still. But now I think the carrots can be for another day. I can check how big the carrots are. I think the carrots, they can still grow. They look healthy still.
Yeah.
Let the carrots grow. But yeah, if we have like 50 to 60, 70 kilos of potatoes, that's gonna last a long time. If one person would eat it, it would probably last like a whole winter. Like that's a lot of potatoes. Yeah, potatoes are gone, but not by the bad guys this time. Potatoes survived long enough. I'm gonna see if there's any gherkins there, then I can put the irrigation device there. Then later in the afternoon I will irrigate the corn and stuff. But yeah, luckily I have not had to irrigate too much in the garden this year. Maybe 4 times or something. But yeah, we can put it somewhere here like these. The gherkins and the corn, they probably need the most water. And then we got the carrots can get a little bit of a drink too. Then the rest, like the lettuce and dill, it's already like, I guess it's still growing, but it's not growing that much. Which way was this? I think it was this way, or was it this way? So it irrigates. Let me think about this. It goes like this, then it goes this way. Yeah, it's gonna be this way. I think it's this way. Then it irrigates like 180 degrees. I don't need it to go 360 here. It can just go 180. Do I hunt any elk? No. So we have some neighbors that do, but I don't personally hunt. But yeah, here's our only tomato plant. It is producing some tomatoes. There's gonna be maybe at least 10 tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's a couple too. Not too many, but they're gonna be. I put some support here so it doesn't. If it starts to get windy, it doesn't like crack the plant down. Then the corn, I'm not so sure. It's not tasseling yet, but maybe soon. Maybe it has time to produce something. Maybe not. Maybe before we get frost. Maybe.
Yeah.
Anything you want to grow or raise on the farm in the future? So usually, almost every year I have something new. This year in the garden, I guess I didn't have anything new. The beans were kind of new, I think. I haven't had that kind of beans at least before, so. But yeah, in the garden here, I always try to have something new every year. It's just fun to try like all kinds of things. But now we should see if we have any. Like here you can see the gherkins. Here's some small ones. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. Like these, they produce a lot. But there's no big. There's none that are big enough, I think, yet. Let's see if we can find one big enough to harvest right now. There's a lot of leaves and a lot of small ones on the way here. You sound like a Jamaican with a white accent. I'm not. I've not heard anyone say that I sound like a Jamaican. Maybe I sound a little Jamaican. Or however that accent goes. But probably some sort of accent, because English is not like my first language. So here's a big one here. This one is almost harvestable. I'm gonna let it grow a little bit more. Like this guy here. This is what these plants produce. Like it's like a mini cucumber basically. This one is still. I'm gonna let it grow like 1 more day or something, 2 more days. But there's a lot of these on the way then. There's one, and there's many plants of that. Will you bring animals? No, so the farm had cows back in the day, but yeah, it's usually if you have animals on a farm, then when you quit, then it's very few farms that start back up with animals. It's usually almost like a one-way street, because once you get rid of all the machinery that you need for haying and stuff, then it's really it's.
And nowadays it needs to be like a big center, so you can't have like a small,
just a few animals. No.
Doesn't like make sense economically.
No.
It needs to be like a big center, like facility.
So yeah, it's really hard. I mean, if I'm gonna have any animals, it's gonna be like for fun, I guess, like a cat or like something.
Away, so.
Yeah, a cat would be cool. Should really have a cat at some point. Keep the mice under control.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the one thing I need to look. I need to check these guys, like the carrots. How big are they? They are pretty big, but I don't think I'm gonna harvest these yet. Like they can grow a little bit. Like there, you can see they're pretty big already. They're better to harvest before they get like super big. But I think we can leave these for another day. They can grow a little bit still. They look healthy, so they're probably growing a little bit still. But they are pretty big already. And yeah, there's carrots. I think there's gonna be probably 20-30 kilos of carrots too. Like I've never had this many carrots. Are they smaller there? Probably a little bit. The soil is worse up there. Yeah, I did thin them out, so there shouldn't be any like that are too close. It should be pretty good. But yeah, now it's pretty much like these we need to dig up in probably a week or something. The carrots, and then yeah, the rest is it's gonna grow as long as there's no minus degrees. Kind of slowly harvest a little bit of all the rest. Carrots, yeah, they're really tasty. When you I don't put much fertilizer on these, and when I compare these to when I buy carrots from the store, it's pretty same, but then there's no bitter aftertaste. When you have your own carrots, it's sweet a little bit, and then no aftertaste. That's the biggest difference I have noticed with growing my own carrots. Like on the bought ones, store bought ones, they put more fertilizer, and that means the carrots are bigger, but the taste is a little bit more bitter. So and the carrots are also, they're really easy. I mean, in the beginning you need to thin them out like that. That's kind of that takes maybe half an hour to do, but that's really important. Then you get bigger ones and not 100 really small ones. Yeah. But after that, now you can see I weeded it maybe a couple of times. Now they're so big that they grow pretty much above the weeds. Here's maybe one thistle. And rip this thistle out. But yeah, not too many weeds. But yeah, now probably I could walk up and take a look at the big field still. Then I think that's what I want to do today. I think in the farming side of things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a bag of beans. We harvested these today also. These I'm just gonna put in the freezer. So a little bit of like green beans. Probably go and toss them in the freezer. And you can put your solar hat on.
Yeah.
Getting some charge for the cell phone from actually straight from solar rays. And good protection. The head is completely protected and neck also, so you don't get sunburn. Yeah. It's a good hat. I can use.
Charge very fast, 36% now.
But it's charging a little bit more than you're using.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool. A small solar panel for the head. Wind is picking up. I can notice it from my hat flying off all the time. Let's leave this bag here. I'll put it in the freezer later. I can go take a quick look at the crops. Then we have still, yeah, the one box was a little broken. I need to fix this one. There's this one board here. It's not broken, but it's semi-broken. But it's okay. I can put maybe some carrots, and the carrots will fit here. Like these boxes will be for the carrots. They should fit in these. We've got 4 of these. The carrots will fit in these ones. But yeah, here we got peas. They're still green there, but when they all look like this is starting to look like it could be harvested soon. They all need to look like this, yeah. I can try to taste one pea. Is it hard already? This pea, it's pretty hard already. So when it all turns brown like this, still green there, then we can harvest peas. I don't think these are that far away. Couple of weeks, probably good. But the growing period was about 100 for this, and the oats is also 100.
The wheat is 100.
But the wheat was the wheat.
Why did you remove like the yeast?
I don't know why. It was in the way for most times.
Yeah. That's not much better when it flies off.
I should have my chin strap for this hat. Otherwise I need to hold it with one hand. When it's windy, it will fly off otherwise. Yeah, I think I have one that still has the thing. But yeah, this is peas. Then we got wheat here. And then up there it's oats. And then these guys with the yellow flower, these are just some weeds. Thistles. Have a little of them, but I still think the peas, there's still gonna be a good amount of peas here. Now you can kind of see the peas. You can see through when it gets ready. You can see how many there are in one pod. When it becomes almost like clear, the pod. Like you can see how many. There's like 5 seeds in there, 4 there, 5 there. Looks kind of funny when you can see through. See-through peas. But yeah, in the middle there, it's still too green there, so we cannot harvest this yet. But it's getting closer for sure.
Yeah.
Wheat is still completely green. Like that's probably a month out. At least 3 weeks. The wheat.
Yeah, it's still green.
Real green. It's just starting to a little bit turn, but not much. Herbs and pea. Yeah, I think I saw somebody. Oh, I think in German, yeah, it's peas are herbs and.
Yeah, what was it? Erbsen.
Yeah, Erbsen, however you say it. Like you can see here, there's a lot of pods. I like this. There's a lot of pods here. A lot of pods with seed inside. Even when it's a little flat there, it's the same there. It's so much weight that it's gone down a little bit. A lot of pods.
And a lot of like biology.
A lot of plants.
When it rained,
The big rain, it helped the peas and those a lot.
It germinated like almost every seed germinated, so now
Yep.
you see that it's very like dense.
It's pretty, the wheat, yeah, very even.
Dense like growth.
Dense and even growth, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hopefully no heavy rain, because otherwise this could go flat on
Yeah.
the ground. You can see now, even with a little wind, see how sway it is. It's heavy heads in there. Yeah. The oats and these, I don't think rain would do much damage, but the wheat, really don't want too much heavy rain on that, otherwise it's all of a sudden flat, and then it's a struggle to harvest, and quality goes down. How many acres? Fields we have about 36 hectares, which is like
90 acres.
Yeah, something like that. And then like 40 or something acres of forest.
Yeah.
Something like that. So we have these are the three. It's nice, I can show you all three different kinds that we grow this year. Then we have some other fields in some other places. But these three things we grow this year on the big fields. I like to call them big fields, but it depends again then to what you compare. For some it's like these are even pretty small fields. But yeah, these are the oats. These probably are gonna be ready first.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta try a few seeds here. It's all, I see all the oats they're pretty much yellow now. There's still some here, you can see this is almost green, so yeah, we're still way off here, I think. Not ready yet. Some of these might be. This is the seed, it's almost like, see how hard it is when you bite it. Yeah. Probably this will be the first thing we harvest. And then the peas, I think. There's still, here you can see this is like, there's one that's completely green still. Still some green in there, but I don't know out there, are there more green there or almost no green ones? Always at the edge it can be a little different. We're gonna walk down a little bit of crop here, but it's good to go in the field. If you always look at the edge, it's kind of different there. This is like the main thing here. Yeah, here's again one that this is almost green still.
These like which are most done, they're pretty, but they're a bit soft.
Some are almost ready, but we've had pretty good experience with waiting with the oats. Just wait a little more still.
Yeah, because the grass isn't coming through either.
No. And you want everything to be yellow. Like there's some that are still like this. You can see this is still completely green here. If I squeeze this, there's almost liquid inside still. Yeah, look at this, liquid inside. Yeah. So definitely need to wait still.
Like soft.
But yeah, it doesn't look too. if you discount the thistles, like the wheat or the main crop here, it looks okay. It's not record breaking, but it's pretty good. Like this, it's a pretty good head. A lot of seeds there.
Yeah.
Should be decent. Oh, let's try to walk out. But yeah, it's before we have harvested. There's still some things that could go wrong. Like if it starts to rain every day now, that would be really, really bad. So
Yeah.
now we switch modes. May, June, July. The more rain, the better. Now it's the less rain, the better. Now we switch over. Now I don't want rain. Just weather like this is perfect. Windy, warm, nice. Do you ever remove weeds from the field? Yeah, so in the spring we do, on some fields we did like some mechanical weeding with a tractor and like a weeder.
Yeah, here I drove, but
Here we did.
it doesn't really remove the thistle.
Yeah. So the weeding, like you can see, we don't really have issues with. There's like two weeds that are causing some issues. Like you can see the thistles with the yellow flowers. That seems to be the main enemy. And then there's a little bit of that one, like it's a grassy, like it's called like quick grass or something, like this, or it's also called twitch.
Grass.
Twitch grass, yeah, or twitch.
I'm looking at you.
So in some spots we will have like some patches with this weed, and then the thistle. But other than that, we don't really have any issues with any other weed.
No.
But yeah, these two weeds are a little bit problematic. But yeah, when you grow organically, you gotta accept that there's gonna be a little bit of weeds in there. As long as there's not too much, it's like okay.
We've already made some good
How to reduce it,
them,
yeah. Yeah, we did spring plowing here, and I think here the yields where there's some thistles coming now, but the wheat was already ready when they came, so I don't think it will cut down on the yields almost at all here. Even when it looks like, when you look at it, it looks like there's a lot of weeds, but I don't think it's gonna be that bad. We'll see when we harvest, but I don't think it's gonna be too bad. Twitch being a weed, it's kind of, it's like no joke. This weed actually, the one name is Twitch.
Yeah, check like Wiktionary.
Yeah, it's when I first saw it, I didn't believe it. When I looked like what this is in English, then I was like, what? Twitch? What? Then it has like many names. It's like couch grass or quick grass, or it has like many names. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Streaming on Twitch, and then there's Twitch in the fields. Can't really make things up like that. There we can look at the wheat here. Like here we got, probably can't see it, but the field goes up a little bit here and then it goes down. And here where it's higher, here it's like worse soil. But I mean the wheat looks pretty good here. Usually you can see, like, tell a difference between the better soil is usually in the lower parts. Then when you go up on a hill, it's like worse soil. But I mean this here, this doesn't look too bad here either. And this is like the bad spot
and
here.
Here's even more like synonyms: dog grass, quicken, quitch, Scotch grass, grass.
It's got so many names.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty good wheat. The heads are about the same size as last year, but there's a lot more of them. Many heads. Tell us about rain stress. It's bad for the plants, but it's even worse for the farmer. You should have seen last summer when we were just kind of pissed off when it just never rained. And it was like, yeah, last year we probably had one of the worst years ever on the farm last year. I should ask my dad, but I think we had the lowest yields ever last year. For the like oats were under 2 ton. Like that has never. That I don't think that never happened.
Lowest like organic like yield.
Yeah, for sure, lowest organic yields. But even it went even. Yeah, I don't think there's been a worse year. Maybe like there was in the 80s there was some really bad
maybe
year,
like
but
60s and before that when there weren't like fertilizers, then maybe some year was like less than.
Like this, if this head feels well and doesn't go down, that's pretty good for wheat on the bad place. Meant farmer, yeah, it's. I think it's almost like for sure the plants get stressed, but I think the farmer gets more stressed. Even though I can't really, if it doesn't rain or rains, I can't do anything about it. But it's kind of hard to like just not think about the rain because it makes a big difference. Like this year and last year, there's gonna be many more thousands like in earnings this year than last year, and the only difference really is the rain. We've done some things different and we have some different plants, but the wheat, for example, if you compare it to last year, here was wheat. We actually like this, some areas on this field we didn't even harvest. There was nothing.
No.
And now that looks like much better. The worst parts have probably like 3 ton per hectare. And last year the best parts had like under 2.
Yeah.
So crazy, big difference.
One year when we had the beans, I was checking the field over there. Then when you saw like that it like became like black and there was like
almost nothing in there.
More, so I like kicked one plant. That's a pissed off.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Like maybe kick a rock or like.
Yeah.
Like
it's not nice when it doesn't rain.
Or to get the like anger out.
During the summers, yeah, it's usually the more rain the better here. We almost never get too much rain here. Like this summer we had the one day where it rained almost 50 millimeters. Like that's like 2 inches in one day. That was a little bit like too quick to get 2 inches, but other than that, like almost never there is too much rain. It's always almost like in the summer, more rain is better. Like the lack of rain is probably the most limiting factor.
Yeah.
Most years. Especially now, like the last 5 years, like 4 have been really dry, and this year has been, I guess, average for rain amounts. Not even good, like average, pretty much. But yeah, even on average year, it grows pretty good. Just need to get that rain. Except now in the it's good rain, as I said, in the summer, but now in the fall, no rain.
Yeah. Then again, if it starts to rain like a lot now, then I will again start kicking.
Yeah. Yeah. Then it's also tough if you know you have a good crop out there and you can't get out there because it's raining.
If it like rains away, then you really like start kicking.
But yeah, crops are getting along. It's not.
It's like thus far it looks good.
Yeah, so far so good. And the next, still gonna be at least 1 week. Then we can start with the oats. I think probably 1, maybe more likely, maybe 2 weeks. Then we can start harvest.
Yeah.
Something like that, I think. But yeah, was there anything else I want to do today? No. I think we're pretty good. Garden is for a big part harvested. The carrots we can do soon, but they're not. They can still grow a little bit. But yeah, I think I will end the stream here today for today. Probably be back tomorrow or the day after that.
Sponsored.
No. I will be probably back tomorrow or on Wednesday. We'll probably do something completely like non-farm related, but yeah, we'll see. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a good day, evening or morning, depending on where you are at. But yeah, see you guys next time.
Goodbye for now.
I am here in the middle of nowhere. There is no there, it is cold there, but I am safe and I am warm. Although it's hard, I know I gotta keep up. No time to lay to drift away. I find my space, I spend my time down the rabbit hole again, and as I fall I can feel the pain. You can't tell me where to go, so I don't know, I just go with the flow. I go with the flow. I'm falling up, I'm falling down, from the sky and from the ground. Up above just like below, and I don't know where I should go. 'Cause I'm stuck in limbo. I'm out of love, but I guess I deserved it. Trying to hide, to pass you by. I'm getting down, feeling fine. I'm light as air, no one can reach me. Lost in a dream, lost in between. Let's keep on flying, let's keep on breathing. I'm falling up, I'm falling down, from the sky and from the ground. Up above just like below, and I don't know where I should go. 'Cause I'm stuck in limbo. Cause I'm stuck in limbo. Cause I'm stuck in limbo.